Hi there, it's Jazz and welcome back to Life by Jazz TV. I'm so excited today because I get to nerd out with you guys about one of my favorite topics, and that is books. I'm excited to share with you 4 books that really changed my life this year. The first book is Girl Boss, and it's written by Nasty Gal CEO Sophia Amoruso. What I got from this book is that anyone can build a business. Sophia shares her history of shitty jobs and literal dumpster diving, and it really shows that success has more to do with honing in on your strengths and finding what's right for you than blindly following a cultural myth that if you go to college, you're guaranteed to get a 9-to-5 job and be happy. The other side of this book is that building a business takes way more than having a dream and idea. The difference between those who succeed and those who fail is persistence and the ability to grow with challenges and failures. I absolutely love this book so much that I don't even have it with me because I lent it to my friend right away. And it's a book that I just want to share with everyone because it's hilarious. Every single page in this book will make you laugh while at the same time kicking your ass into building real life practical habits that set you up for success in life and business. Moving on! The next book is Turning Pro, and it's written by Steven Pressfield, one of the most influential authors in my life. He also wrote The War of Art and Doing the Work. Turning Pro is the book in the middle of those 2 books that he wrote. Turning Pro is all about this shift from being casual with your work and your desires to like getting in bed with it, becoming professional at what you do and seeing real change in your life and in your work. This book really spoke to me at the time I read it because I felt so stuck. I just felt like I wasn't progressing in anything that I did. And this book just outlines it for you, what you're doing and what you're not doing and why you're not there. I absolutely love this book and recommend it to anyone who is in the venture of creating something because it's so straight to the point. It's kind of like reading really good college notes. You know, like when you borrow your smart friend's notes and it's just a bunch of really clear headlines with all the important stuff. That's basically what this book is. Turning Pro. Pick it up. You can see it's like all bent because I've read it so many times and shared it with so many different people. So make sure to pick this up. It will change your life. Moving on. The next book is Secrets of a Millionaire Mind by T. Harv Eker. He is just as quirky as his name sounds. I actually listened to this book on audible.com. I listened to it when I was going through a really difficult time and just in this financial woe, and it really helped me not only get out of this funk, but it helped me build this mindset that is so important when you're working on your relationship with money. The author challenges you and asks you to say affirmations throughout the book, like, I have a millionaire mind. And it sounds really corny, but it is so powerful and it's so helpful. And it really allowed me to learn a lot of money management skills. I learned some basic ways to manage my money even when I felt like I had none. I love this book because it's the kind of self-help book that feels really cheesy, but then you remember that cheese is actually a really awesome thing. It's tasty and it goes great on everything. And especially when it teaches you how to bring in more cheese. The last book is Big Magic by Elizabeth Gilbert. It's a beautifully designed cover, so I wanted to share it with you. I also have this on audio, but I just bought the book because I like to share it with other people and reread it. It's one of the most influential books I've ever read in my life. The revolutionary idea I got from this book is that fear is not something that you should just overcome, but it's actually something you should build a relationship with. Fear is an emotion that's played a very important role in our lives in keeping us safe. But when it comes to creativity, fear has no idea what it's doing and therefore will shut down every creative idea that you have. Elizabeth Gilbert has this awesome analogy about creative ventures being like road trips that you go on with yourself, inspiration, and fear. And it's like this road trip you're going on, and fear just doesn't know what it's doing, so it has no place in driving or even touching the radio. It should always be just you and inspiration going on this venture. So Big Magic is the most influential book I've read in my life so far. If you've ever had this inkling that your ideas were magical or spiritual and you just felt like you knew there's something really special about them, the awesome thing is they are, and this book definitely proves that. This book inspires me in every idea I have and challenges me to live creatively every day beyond fear. So there you have, those are 4 books that really changed my life this year. I'd love to know what you think about them if you've read them, and if you've read any books this year that you want to share with this community. I'd love to know what books you've read. I love talking about books and things that we learn throughout the year. I also think that books make an amazing holiday gift. They don't cost that much. They're really personal, and you're giving so much to this person. You have no idea how much a book can change someone's life and the course of their life. Thank you again for watching. I hope that this video inspired you to pick up a book. Make sure to head on over to my website, lifebyjaz.com, and sign up for email updates where I share a lot more of this kind of stuff. Make sure to subscribe below if you like this video, and until next week, remember that books are not for nerds. They're for really cool people who like being better at life. So I love you guys so much, and I'll see you next week. Peace out. What I love about this book is that it's so hilarious. Every single page made me crack up, laugh out loud. 10% of the things that happen to us in life are totally out of our control, and 90% of it is attitude and how we decide